Lee, your host. So this morning I want to talk about overcoming adversity. Jason had a rough start in life, and he grew up in a tough neighborhood where opportunities were scarce and adversity seemed to lurk around every corner. And we know how, some of us know how that is, right? So despite facing countless challenges, Jason refused to let his circumstances define him. And from a young age, Jason developed a passion for learning. Yes, despite the lack of resources, he spent every spare moment devouring books from the local library and teaching himself new skills. It's important to teach ourselves, right? And he knew that education was his ticket out of poverty, and he was determined to make the most of it. But life wasn't easy for Jason. Jason's family struggled to make ends meet, and he often had to work odd jobs to help support him despite long hours and meager pay. Jason never lost sight of his dreams, and he knew that every sacrifice he made was bringing him one step closer to a better future, right? Some of us know how that is. Some of us know how hard it is to work hard, and we know that education is very helpful, whether you're going to be working for yourself or working for someone else. It is important to get your education or skill, So as Jason got older, he faced even greater challenges. He encountered discrimination and prejudice at every turn, but he refused to let it, hold him back. Instead, he used it as fuel to drive him forward. We are at the end of February at this time, and Black History Month is closed off. And you know how some of us have to work double times harder to get what we need, right? Double times harder to get what we need. In this life, it is certainly not easy. It is very much not easy. And so, like Jason, we have to hold on. We have to hold strong. We have to stay firm, right? We have to stay strong and firm. If you're just coming into the live, go ahead and hit love, hit like, share it in your groups, and help to spread this message along, because we really, have to spread the good news, get good vibes in, right? So I was saying that Jason had a passion for learning despite the lack of resources. And so he spent every spare moment devouring books and, visiting the local library where he taught himself new skills. And he knew that education was the way out of poverty, and he was determined to make the most of that. Life wasn't easy for Jason. If you're outside, come on in. His family really struggled to make ends meet, and he often had to work odd jobs to help support them. Despite long hours and meager pay, Jason never, ever lost sight of his dreams. And he knew that every sacrifice that he made was bringing him one step closer to a better future. So as he got older, Jason faced even greater challenges. When he encountered discrimination, as I was saying before, and prejudice at every turn, but he refused to let it hold him back. Instead, he used it to fuel and drive him forward. And with unwavering determination and a relentless work ethic, Jason fought tooth and nail to overcome every obstacle in his path. We know how that feels. But he slowly but surely worked hard, and his hard work began to pay off, and he earned a scholarship in a prestigious university where he excelled academically and emerged as a leader among his peers. He seized every opportunity that came his way, never taking anything for granted, and always striving to be the best version of himself. And so shall we. Be the best version of yourself every day. Jason's journey was far from over, and even after graduating at the top of his class, he faced more setbacks and challenges in the real world. But each time he was knocked down, he got back up, stronger than he was before. And he refused to let failure define him. And so should we. So he chose instead to see the rough life as stepping stones and a path to success. So eventually, all of Jason's hard work and perseverance paid off. Yes, and he finally landed his dream job. And he achieved financial stability and became a role model for others, facing similar struggles. And perhaps most importantly, Jason never forget where he came from or the obstacles that he had overcome along the way. He used his success to lift up others and pay it forward. And, just for the future generations. And to chase his dream no matter what obstacles they may face. It is important that we help others along the way. It is important that we pay it forward when we are okay. And it is important to help others. It is more blessed to give than to receive, right? So in the end, Jason now served as a powerful, powerful reminder, this story here, that no matter how difficult life is, with determination, with resilience, with hard work, anything is possible. So I came up with 5 scriptures that can help us get over triumph, get over the hurdles that we face in this life. And we can find the scriptures in this prayer journal. And this journal is available on Amazon, right? Philippians 4 verse 13, first one. It says, I can do what? Hard things. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. This verse would reflect Jason's unwavering determination and resilience on his path to overcoming his obstacles. It's about having faith. Romans 8 verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. Despite facing challenges, Jason's story illustrates how God can turn your adversity into growth and success. He can turn your adversity into growth and success. I love Psalm 23. And it says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Who is with me? God is with me. His rod and his staff, they comfort me. And this verse captures Jason's courage and resilience in the face of adversity, knowing that God is always by his side. Do you believe that God is always by your side? He is always by your side. And I love the scriptures. I love how reassuring they are. You can find them in this journal. You can get it on Amazon. Search my name, and in my bio, there's a link. But James 1 reminds me that we must have joy, whenever we face trials of many kinds, because that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. And word says, let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Jason's journey exemplifies how trials and challenges can lead to personal growth and maturity. Because I'm sure that the person you are today is not who you were yesterday, simply because of the trials you face, of the hardship, the difficulties, the pain, growing pains, right? The pain in adulthood that you went through. Thank you all so much for coming into this live. Proverbs 3, 5-6, you can write them down. And if you won't buy the journal, but it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not unto your own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. He will make your path straight. Jason's story reflects the importance of trusting in God's plan and surrendering to his will when you don't seem to be, when you think you're not able to move forward. You all stayed outside and watched me, but I hope that this live this morning was of big help to someone. It is entitled Overcoming Adversity. Some people don't deal with adversity well and struggles well, and we find it in the Generation Z, the Gen Zs. They will give up, they will hurt themselves, they will figure more or less that I can't go on. But we have hope and faith in God that he who began a good work in us, right? He is faithful to complete it. He is certainly faithful to complete it. And rest assured that God is with us and he will always be with us. He will always be our strength and our guide. Some people don't want to hear about God, and they'll tell you you're stupid when you talk about God. And that's not what this is about. There is no God. It is a universe that is doing things. And even so, we have to admit, or we just can't ignore the fact that there is a supreme power that's guiding us, a supreme power that is around us this morning and always. So trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. Yeah? And in all your ways acknowledge him, for he shall direct your path. Know that, with him in your heart, with him in your soul, with him in your mind, you can overcome any challenges. Thank you guys so much for coming to this live this morning. I really appreciate you. Well, take good care and have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless. Good morning, Auntie Julie.
Good morning, Auntie Julie. We're going for a hike.
We went for a hike.
Yep.
We're going back.
Yeah.
Hi, Zachary, Matthew.
Hi.
I hope you guys are having a wonderful day.
Yeah.
I took Richard for a hike. I hope you guys are doing well. That is the beauty of it.
And she also told me about time with yourself.
Oh, time with the sun.
Yeah.
I taught him about time, how to measure time by his shadow.